At the beginning of the story, we are shown two buses traveling on a road. There are many female students on board, all heading to class. One of them, Mitsuko, was quite lovely. She was writing something in her notebook. Her friends asked her, "Are you always writing? What do you get from making notes like this? Look, everyone here is enjoying themselves, why don't you try it?" Her friend snatched her notebook and her pen fell down. As she bent down to pick it up, we saw something come at her very fast speed, slicing both buses in half, cutting all the girls in two. Mitsuko stood up, shocked by what had happened. She was saved because she had bent down to pick up her pen. She became terrified and got off the bus and started running. Then we learned that the thing that was slicing them all was a sliver. It was nothing but the wind that was cutting everyone. This wind now starts chasing Mitsuko as well. Seeing this, Mitsu starts running very fast, shouting. While running, she sees 4 more girls ahead and she tells them to bend, but it was too late. The wind cuts them in half and goes away. But Mitsu had saved one of the girls. Then she sees some girls cycling and going somewhere. She tries to save them too, but the wind does the same to them as it did to her friends. In the process, the girl she had just saved from the invisible thing also gets killed. Seeing this, she becomes very scared and starts running here and there. Next, we see that when Mitsuko reaches a river, she is surprised to see that there were already many dead bodies lying in that river, which the wind, i.e. the invisible thing, had cut. From there, she takes the clothes of a dead body and changes. In the next scene, we see Mitsuko walking towards a river. She has reached the school where there were many other female students. Their uniforms were quite different from Mitsuko's uniform, which meant that she was not a student of their school. Then a girl comes to Mitsuko and asks her, "How are you?" Actually, that girl was her best friend, but Mitsuko asks her, "Are you really my best friend?" because she could not understand anything that was happening to her. She was quite shocked. Here we also get to know that Mitsu and her best friend love each other very much. Then suddenly a strong wind blows there and Mitsu gets scared and goes inside the building. Her best friend could not understand anything that was happening. She starts asking Mitsuko, "Why are you trembling so much and why are you so scared? What has happened to you?" Then Mitsuko tells everything to her best friend, how a gust of wind came and swept away all the students of her school. Hearing this, her best friend takes her to a window, extends her hand out and says, "Look. It's just the wind, nothing else." Mitsuko's heart finds some peace and she begins to think, perhaps this could just be a dream. Mitsuko's best friend takes 2 of her friends and makes a plan to close the class. Just as the 4 of them are about to leave, their teacher arrives and sees them, but they all run away. They run to a lake. Mitsuko's best friend tells her 2 friends about her dream. One of the girls says, "Maybe this is real, like in a mirror world where the opposite of this world is." She throws a stone into the pond and says, "Look, I threw a stone here, but maybe I didn't do that in the other world." Suddenly a crocodile emerges from the pond and eats one of the girls. Then the girl begins to say, "Look, I told you that whatever happens in this world does not happen in that world at all, and whatever is happening in that world cannot happen in this world, so this one too has been eaten by a crocodile in that world, and look here, this one is absolutely safe." Near the same lake, a bed is visible. These 4 pick up a pillow from that bed and start playing, when we see 2 girls watching them from a distance. One of those 2 girls was dressed as a bride, because both of them had married each other. After which one of their friends tells them that we have to do something which is impossible in that world because our fate has already been written. But we can also change it. After which all these girls return to their school and go to the class for the next lecture. When they see Mitsu lying near her, now as soon as she bends down to pick up this pillow, then her teacher starts firing a gun in the entire class. And as soon as Mitsu picks up that pillow and looks up, all the girls in her class are shot. They've already left, and here she escapes once again, just like she did in her dreams. Mitsuko's teacher comes to her and says, "How dare you close this class, you 2 are destined to die." Just then, 2 more girls arrive and try to save Mitsuko and escape, but another teacher arrives and kills them both. Mitsuko runs out with all the students who survived, but all the teachers in the school begin firing at them. As the girls emerge during the firing, the wind cuts them off. Mitsuko is left alone once again. She runs through the crowded area to the police station, where she begins to explain everything. After hearing this, the policewoman tells her, "But you're not wearing school clothes." When she holds a mirror in front of her, she sees Mitsuko in the mirror and finds that she has completely transformed and people are watching her. They were calling her by a different name, not Mitsuko's. Here, we learn that she was about to get married, and the same police officer escorted her to her wedding. Seeing this, the people around congratulated her. As they arrived at the church, Mitsuko's best friend was also present there. Mitsuko asked her what was happening to her. Her friend told her to remain silent. "We are under someone's control right now, just do as I say." Saying this, she put on her wedding dress and told her to go. As she proceeded to her wedding ceremony, all the girls there began mocking her. Seeing this, her best friend began hitting them one by one. As Mitsu moved forward, she saw a coffin standing in place of her groom. When the coffin was opened, a large pig emerged. Mitsuko became extremely frightened and attacked the groom with a broken bottle, and her best friend comes running out of the church. Two girls try to stop them at the gate, but Mitsuko's best friend beats them and runs away. Meanwhile, Mitsuko runs in the other direction, feeling something very wrong happening to her. Going further, she looks at herself in another mirror and finds herself transformed once again. A race is underway at the same place where Mitsuko was. Just then, some girls come up to her and say, "You're a great racer, why are you standing there? Why aren't you running?" As she starts running, she feels a surge of energy. After that, Mitsu tries her best to win the race. While running, she sees her dead friends who were killed at her school some time ago. Just then, her best friend arrives. Then they both notice that the same pig and the women who stopped them at the church are all coming towards them. While running, some girls tell Mitsuko to get out of this world. After this, we see Mitsuko running away and coming to a desolate, dark place. There some students all wearing uniforms appear. All the girls start telling Mitsuko that they are all dead and will kill her too. But then Mitsuko's best friend comes there, kills the girl and takes Mitsuko away from there. Mitsuko's best friend asks her to call out her name loudly, upon which Mitsuko starts calling out her name loudly. With this, Mitsuko returns to her original form. Her best friend shows her hand and says, "Please pull out the wire attached to my hand so that I can go out of this world." Mitsuko was also afraid that pulling this wire might take her life. Because Mitsuko loved her best friend very much, she did not want to do this. But when she was forced to do so, she pulls the wire. As soon as the wire is pulled, her best friend's body splits into two parts. At that very moment, she sees a gate. Upon exiting the door, she sees that she has now entered the human world. Her posters were also posted there, which some boys were looking at. Then a boy comes up to Mitsuko and says, "You are in the future." Upon hearing this, she faints. After some time, when she regains consciousness, she moves forward and sees an old man playing a game. In the same game, Mitsuko appears, the same character she has now. Seeing Mitsuko, the old man says, "I created this game and I am the one controlling you. You were killed a long time ago, but I took your DNA and recreated you." Upon hearing this, Mitsuko realizes that it is a game and thinks that maybe she can still go back to her world. Just then, a man appears and calls Mitsuko to him. The old man tells her to complete the last level. She starts moving forward, but then Mitsuko hears what her friend said. She remembers that if she does something in this world that's impossible in the other world, she'll be kicked out of the game. With that, she strangles the man and tells him to stop playing with her. She then picks up the old man's stick and stabs him in the stomach, killing him. Here we see that the old man couldn't even imagine Mitsuko could do such a thing. With that, her destiny completely changes. She was dead in this world, the game, but she was still alive in the real world. We're also shown that Mitsuko's other characters also kill themselves for one reason or another, and they're no longer part of the game. In the next scene, Mitsuko is shown lying in a snowy area, having returned to her real world. With that, this mind-boggling story ends. For more such explanation movies, don't forget to write next in the comments. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.